So our first question today is from Bill in Queens. Bill, I like your first name. So Bill asks, can the FDNY offer testing for all EMTs and paramedics? They're at the forefront and they've had enough stress. They don't need the added worry of bringing this disease home to their families. Bill, you are 100% right about that. We do not want to see any of our EMTs and paramedics have that worry, which is why we have been doing a lot of testing and trying to provide a lot of support. Now, the truth is, the goal is to make sure that every EMT and paramedic gets testing. We don't have enough testing right now for that, but that's what we're fighting for, and we hope to be there soon. In the meantime, for all those who are symptomatic, we do provide testing, of course, and we make sure those are free tests for anyone who needs it. And another thing that's free is isolation hotel rooms, meaning if any first responder, including our EMTs and paramedics, do not feel comfortable going home to their families because they're at the front line of this fight, we give them hotel rooms for free. We make sure that they are safe and sound, and their families are as well. So that's what we're doing now, but I hope very soon we'll be able to announce that testing will be provided for everyone, because everyone deserves it, and I want them to have that peace of mind, and I want their families to have that peace of mind. Rolanda in the Bronx asks, why aren't we using the Kingsbridge Armory as a testing site? She said, it's been sitting there empty for years. It's a good time to use this building. Well, Rolanda, it is a building that, in fact, has been sitting around for a long time and needed to be used and is being used in this fight. And I'm going to talk to you about that because I was just there the other day. But I want to answer the other part of your question. You said, what about testing in the Bronx? Well, we have now started community-based testing in the Bronx. A couple of new locations are now open, focused on people in some of the hardest hit neighborhoods who are older and have those pre-existing conditions. You can get those sites by calling 311 or going to nyc.gov. And more sites will be coming, I hope, in the future, but we need to get the testing first in the kind of quantities that we're going to need to move forward in this city and get out of this phase of this crisis. But as to the Armory itself, I was there just the other day witnessing something amazing. It's been turned into a food distribution center. And it's one of the linchpins of our effort to make sure that every New Yorker who needs food gets it when they need it. So I saw folks from all sorts of city agencies coming together, packing up food, working with the National Guard, getting the food out to seniors and other vulnerable people who need home deliveries. And we're using our cab drivers, yellow cab drivers, green cab drivers, for-hire vehicle drivers are now part of this. We're paying them so they have a little more income to go and deliver these meals to people who need them at their homes. So the Kingsbridge Armory is, once again, a very important place in this city, protecting New Yorkers, making sure that people who need those meals get them. Something important is happening there. I'm so grateful for everyone who's making that effort work. Finally, question from Elmar. Where do I get face masks? I can't find them. Now it's mandatory, and I see packs of masks for $50 to $100. It's ridiculous. Elmar, you're exactly right, it's ridiculous, and it's wrong, and it's actually illegal. But first I want to say, the kind of mask you're talking about, you don't even need those to meet the new requirement. In fact, even saying face mask kind of takes us away from the main point. We say face covering for a purpose. That's what the requirement is. Face masks, like surgical masks, N95s, those are for our heroes, our healthcare workers, our first responders, the people who need them to stay safe when they're at the front line. What the rest of us can use is face coverings, and that could be something from our home, a scarf, a bandana, something you make at home. Now, if you go to the store and you buy the kinds that are very inexpensive, you get at hardware stores and all, those are fine too. But you should never have to pay the kinds of prices that you're talking about. That means a store is price gouging. I want to remind you and all New Yorkers, price gouging in the midst of this crisis is illegal, and the fines for stores that do it are really steep. So any New Yorker, if you see price gouging in a store for the kinds of things we need to get through the coronavirus crisis, call 311, report that store right away. We'll send out inspectors, and if we find that they are price gouging, they will pay the consequences, and I guarantee you they will stop as a result. Listen, everyone, great questions as always. Keep sending them. I'll keep giving you answers. Thanks very much.